bacteria that can produce oxygen. It's not that they utilize the oxygen. Okay, they produce. You know, photosynthesis produce oxygen, right? And then definitely plants in their photosynthesis it produce oxygen, but it's not necessarily the case for the bacteria. Okay, you need to know that for the phototrophs in bacteria, there's some bacteria that couldn't able to produce oxygen. One of the main reasons is because there's not enough energy for them to split the water. Okay, before we go further, oxygenic is the bacteria that can produce oxygen. Anoxygenic, the one that cannot produce oxygen. Okay, most of the oxygenic, there's only one, cyanobacteria, because they resemble exactly like light. And then the rest, purple and green bacteria. Okay, even they classified under the same nutrient and of course energy classification of photoautotroph, but they are further divided into two different groups. Depends on the ability of them to produce oxygen. Cyanobacteria only can produce oxygen. Okay, for the anoxygenic, hydrogen sulfide is used. Okay, for the cyanobacteria, it uses water. In this case, the function of the hydrogen sulfide and the water as the electron carrier. Or specifically, we can say that they are the electron donors. What's the example of electron carrier or electron donors? They are under the same umbrella. The one that we have learned. See? Tembak je, tak ada berapa orang pun. Water. Ya, water dah sebut dah. Oxygen, final electron acceptor. Okay, but can be accepted. The one that we have learned, electron carrier, the one that carry electron. NADH and NADH, they are all electron carrier, but they can be further divided into the final electron acceptor. In the case of electron transport chain is oxygen. Okay, so they get the electron from the, for the anoxygenic, it's from the hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is used producing sulfur, okay, and then sulfate as the byproducts. Okay, in terms of the carbon requirement, you remember, right, that they are under the photoautotroph. So meaning that they get the carbon from inorganic source. Okay, in the case of, even we have learned that earlier that the carbon comes from the cyanobacteria from CO2 and the purple and green sulfur bacteria, they are from hydrogen sulfide. In reality, the carbon that they use for the purple and green sulfur bacteria are carbon dioxide. Okay, so basically both they fix carbon dioxide into organic compound. They're gonna fix this carbon dioxide into the final organic compound. In this case, it is glucose. Okay, the byproduct, I'm just going to highlight the byproduct. What's the byproduct of anoxygenic? Yeah, glucose is one bit. Other than that, sulfate. For the oxygenic, oxygen. Okay, the example, of course, anoxygenic, purple and green, cyanobacteria, and also plant. Algae also considered as well. Okay, in the case of oxygenic, you remember that for photosynthesis, usually we need water, what else? Sunlight and CO2 for them to produce glucose. But in the case of anosogenic, they don't require water. Okay? They don't require water. They use hydrogen sulfide. You know what's the other name of the purple sulfur and green sulfur? For purple sulfur it is chromatium and green sulfur is chlorobium. Okay, I think I put inside the slide, but that's for this slide it's actually much more complicated. It's just that I hide most of it so that we cover only on the fundamental part. Alright, so let's go to the photosynthetic pigments. Okay, when we use the term of photosynthetic pigments, it refers to the component that able to absorb light from the sun. Okay, there are two different types of photosynthetic pigments, can be further divided into two. There are chlorophyll and bacteriochlorophyll. Okay, bacteriochlorophyll presents in purple and green sulfur. Okay, I'm gonna move slowly in terms of, and then the one that I explain is on the fundamental part and then I go into details. Do you know what's the difference between chloroplast and chlorophyll? Yes. Okay. Do bacteria has chlorophyll? Do they have chlorophyll? God? Okay. Sure? Okay. You need to distinguish that chlorophyll is a organelle. It's an organelle. Okay. Organelle only present in eukaryote. Okay. Chloroplast is the photosynthetic pigments. Okay. In bacteria, you know that bacteria or prokaryotes doesn't have organelle. Later I'm gonna show you the picture. Maybe I should show the picture first, then only then. But later I'm gonna show the picture. Okay. Because the difference in terms of the photosynthetic microbes and photosynthetic plants is the major one is actually the presence of organelle. Okay, the photosynthetic pigments in plant can be found inside the chloroplast. Okay, organelle is like they have their own membrane and it is protected by their own membrane rather than inside the cytoplasm and flying around. Okay. Same goes to the mitochondria, where we can generate the ATP. In bacteria, it all present or it all happens inside the cytoplasm. Okay, because there's no organelle, there's no additional membrane. The only membrane inside the bacteria is the outer plasma membrane and inner plasma membrane for the granulity. Okay, there are all the process of the photosynthesis producing energy. Most of them happens in the cytoplasm, except there's some part for photosynthetic for the electron transport chain. It occurs in between the plasma membrane. Still remember the electron transport chain? The transfer of one electron to another to the electron carriers. It happens inside the plasma membrane. Okay, in between the plasma membrane. Alright. So let's go to the details. Chlorophyll A is green because it absorbs. I don't remember the color, if they absorb and then they reflect what. Okay, you guys remember that? I don't remember that. But basically, it appears as green because it absorbs red and blue. Okay, actually there's a, you can see that if you Google it, there's a picture that if it appears as green, it reflects under light. Okay, I think the one that I remember is you wear white, it reflects all the light. Can you remember the color of the rainbow? RGBD8. Can't remember the last time I remember that one. RGBDF. Red, green, blue. I don't know. Maybe you can Google it. Okay. Basically, there's a formula for that lah. But I don't remember that. So basically, most of the clothes that you wear, if you wear black, it will not absorb all the light. So that's why when you wear black, especially under the sun, you will not feel very hot compared to those who wear white, because white reflects all light, all wavelength of the light. Okay, and then transmit green light. Its absorption spectrum shows strong absorbance near 680 nanometer and 430 nanometer. This is the wavelength that the chlorophyll absorbs. So please remember that that's why photosynthetic bacteria or even plants, they have accessory pigments to absorb another wavelength of light, because chloroplast only can capture red and blue light. Okay, that's why they need photosynthetic other accessory pigments in order to help them to exert or maximize the absorption of other light. Okay.